This is Chats with Bud. Squish it, squash it, mash it. That's astronomical.
My face is on a book.
This is Chats with Bud. This is Chats with Bud. With Steven and myself, Bud.
Good morning, Steven.
Come on, buddy.
Bit of cough there, do you?
It's winter time.
Yes, yes.
Did you know I didn't get
Tickle
a cough
me.
this year?
What did you get?
Like I normally do?
What'd you get for Christmas? You didn't get a cough. Doris didn't give you a cough for Christmas? I tell you.
Nope. Normally I get it October maybe.
Yeah.
And it sticks with me until it gets warm.
Yeah, well, good, good.
Doris thinks it's the spicy chicken you've been eating.
Right. The spicy chicken. Is it homemade spicy chicken?
No.
No.
General Tao's.
Oh, General Tso's. Yep.
Walmart has a purple box. Very good.
They also have, in their deli department, a whole bunch of that other stuff there. General style chicken, barbecue chicken wings, hot chicken wings.
Yeah.
All.
The general chicken there isn't as spicy as the kind in the freezer.
I wouldn't know that. I just go in and get a little container of General Tso's chicken. It's like I go into the Walmart over there, and as I walk in, I park on the left side of the door, and I walk in, go straight down to the TVs and the electronics and stuff. Make a right and go by the movies. Go through the movie bin that's there. Scan the electronics kind of stuff, but then go over to the $5, the $7.50, the $15, and all that movies. Always all the same. And then I go back to the $5 bin, go through that, and I look for things and see if there's anything there. And then I walk from there over to get my milk, which is like $2.07 per half gallon. And then I walk up towards the maybe once in a while I'll detour over and get a jar of peanut butter, but neither here nor there. And then walk up, and I have to go by the deli. It's right there on your way to the checkout counter. So I just cruise over to the deli window and look at all the chicken that they got there. And then the nice lady comes over and says, "Hi, can I help you?" And then I say, "Yeah, whatever I'm in the mood for." Yeah.
I always
sometimes
take the biggest one and fill it out.
Well, I would, except
I'll have to share.
Yeah, well, I don't usually have
or
to.
Aurora.
I don't usually have to.
Like snack.
I get that and go out to the truck and sit there in the truck. More or less. There's my son Mark and his wife Shaughnessy out in California. Weird people, aren't they?
Blame the parents.
You blame the parents. Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. So that's all the General Tso. I only do that once a week, but I spend almost. Depends on if I find a movie, which I did. Found Independence Day, Will Smith, cutting down on our videos and up in our DVDs. One of those things. Got to modern age thing.
And why did you get on Blu-ray?
I'm not gonna spend that much money.
DVDs are old. 15 years.
What?
DVDs.
Yeah.
It's the first commercial DVD video. Actual video, go in the store and buy it. Was Twister.
That was the first one?
In 97?
No kidding. Huh. Our first DVD that we ever bought, after we bought the player, because we had to have a movie to watch. We bought The Patriot, Mel Gibson, but we had since we got Twister, then didn't get it. It was weird. Now, can you see that Twister coming out in 3D? Can you imagine it being in 3D?
No.
The special effects that are in there?
Yeah, but they're dated now.
Well, I understand. Okay. See, that's the trouble with you modern guy. Yeah. Boy, it's taking a long time. You know what? You know why my coffee doesn't work? This coffee pot doesn't work?
Because you need to clean it?
No, it's because I have other people running their coffee through it. It smells like hazelnut. So, been a couple weeks. How was Christmas? I don't know if we went over this last time.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Nothing too exciting.
No, is Junior riding his bike?
He wants to.
What you got to take him, put him in the car, and take him down to the big parking lot. Let him ride around, get his fix, and bring him back and say, okay, springtime.
Yeah, but now he has a sled.
Oh, do you have that much snow over there that you can...
Yeah.
Where you make it?
Sure.
Snowing today, but it's so... Grounds, everywhere I go, in New York and Vermont and Mass, Connecticut, Jersey, it's like there's no snow,
Same with me.
But it's cold.
It's not that cold. It hasn't been too terrible.
Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's like 1 or 2 days to be cold, then it'll warm up.
I mean, Monday is going to be, what, 38?
And rainy.
What's wrong with rain?
Nothing's wrong with rain. See,
You said, and rainy.
well, it's tough
Melt the
driving
snow.
it's tough driving in inclement weather. You know, it's like I only want it to snow at night and rain at night when I'm not driving. That way, get up in the morning and dry roads. Don't have to keep washing my windshield. My truck looks like I have a white truck, gray now, dark gray.
So we're going to talk about that article?
Why not? Hang on a second. I'll be right back. That's a new sweatshirt. They bought me a new sweatshirt. I tell you, women can be so unpredictable. I'm coming.
We're going to Australia now?
Yeah.
What's going on in Australia?
What's it say?
I don't know. I just read the bottom of the caption on the picture there.
That's an old article. So that was when he was on his trip to Hawaii,
November 17th.
and he stopped in Australia. The penal, the
All these
place.
countries, do they pay us for all the work that we do?
You know-
all our guys over there.
I don't know. They pay the companies that work for the guys. I mean, that the guys work for. I don't know. Is they?
We're gonna make Afghanistan pay.
Oh, of course not. We're going to pay them to rebuild, just like we're going to pay Iraq. Even though Iraq has all this.
We're paying the bad guys to.
Yeah.
This is why God brought them into the promised land. Said, kill them all, no exceptions.
Right. No exceptions. But no.
The problem with the world today is that we don't punish failure.
Yeah, I know. So this article, it is called Church Music Wars. Some hear Satan's Beat. I tell you, I am not one for, I mean, I've been around for a long time. Are we classifying this as religion or politics or just being...
We classify this as a chat with Bud.
Hey, all right, a chat with Bud. All right, good. Well, I know that what drew me into way back.
Mr. Peabody,
The Wayback Machine.
let's get in the Wayback Machine.
Herman. Was it Herman? The boy's name? What was the boy's name?
Sherman?
Sherman,
Peabody,
yes.
Sherman.
Yeah.
Peabody here.
Yeah.
The boy.
And the boy. I wonder if that's a precursor to, or what's the word for beef that comes before, or a model. I wonder if Mr. Peabody is a model for the guy, the dog on, what is it? Not Family Guy. Oh, what is that cartoon?
I know, but I can think of the line from Family Guy. You know, it'd just be easier to call you stupid. The dog was trying to explain something. It's like, oh, forget it.
Anyhow, this guy, the dog on there. So we were talking about the Wayback Machine. Oh, yeah. Way back, didn't go to church. Then Nancy started going to this Catholic church that had there was a service that was outside the main church. It was down in the basement, actually. And folk mass, maybe. Let's call it folk mass. And the priest had a guitar, much like Michael Card, or, what's that other guy's name? I'll remember it later. And, he played, and he had a message. And you all sat around in chairs, like we do it in the fellowship hall. And so I started going to that. We started going to that. And that was okay. And then she met this guy, another, a pastor, much like Pastor Slater in Nashville. And he was like, had an inner city church, but he was assistant pastor at a bigger church on Sunday. So she started just talking about him and stuff and going to see him. We started going to that Christian Bible Church, CBC, in Nashville. We started going there, and the music was good. There was a piano and an organ, but there were every once in a while, like on Sunday night, there'd be guitars playing. So we started doing that. But I think that's what drew me in more than the preaching or whatever. But of course, then I got to the preaching side of it, and one thing led to another. Then we moved. We came up here to Plymouth, and our first Sunday looking for a church, went to Tilton, and it was supposed to be in the storefront. We couldn't find it down there, so we turned and went to Laconia. At the Laconia church, we went in there, and it was like, okay, this is all AG, because we become members of AG. So then we went to the Laconia AG, and we walked in there, and there was paneling on the walls, and it was all dark. Everything was dark. It just seemed so dark in there. I mean, even though they had windows, it still seemed dark. And it wasn't really all that great. So I said, well, we went there twice. And then we came up to Plymouth, to Pastor Baker's place. And the first day we walked in there, of course, in the little long white building there, and It was all bright, and he had on this bright red blazer. It's like, wow. And it just...
You gave those up before I came along.
Yeah, Mandy was playing the piano. Mrs. B was playing the organ, but it was lively. The music was lively. But I think the music was what drew me in. Of course, his blazer helped a lot too. So we started going there. But then when in the progression of Baker, Slater, and then Pastor Tim, the music progressed, and I got seeing that the music progressed also, and got away from traditional. Even though Pastor Baker was intent on singing one hymn out of the hymnal a week to get through the whole hymnal plus the other music, and then Pastor Slater, he was way off the wall.
We have come into E flat.
And Pastor Tim took over. Of course, when Pastor Tim took over, there was such a... I know that it was brief, Pastor Baker, Pastor Slater to Pastor Tim. But you could see the progression in the music. Away from traditional, take the stuff, as a deer panteth for the water.
The pastors changed, plus the musicians.
Yes.
Changed.
Yes. So and it became more, can I say, liberal in the music selection? Is that the right word? What I'd say?
No, not quite liberal.
It wasn't conservative.
Maybe more modern, newer songs.
Yeah.
It was mostly newer songs.
Newer songs. And then I remember saying one day to Pastor Baker that Nancy would be singing one of the, I think it was a Third Day song way back when. Maybe the timing is different.
That was back when Third Day was heavy.
Yeah.
They've mellowed out in their old age.
Yeah. Good thing she's not listening. I think the music needs progression. And I refer to the hymnals as the golden oldies, which, in itself there's nothing wrong with them, except that it doesn't relate. They don't relate so much to what's going on now. I mean, they related back then. Look at some of the, in the hymnals, some of the dates of the authors and when they wrote it and how long since they've died. But
I used to have a cassette tape. I've been looking for the album ever since, but I can't find it anywhere. Of hymns, traditional words, but heavy metal.
Really?
Yes. So it was awesome.
You can't find it on the internet at all?
No, I find it anywhere. I got that. It was a youth convention, where they're throwing tapes out and stuff. I caught it, but I didn't know what it was. I just got it, put it in my pocket, went back to the room, and then played it. It's like, wow.
There was, remember that youth excursion we went on? I think it was Pastor Tim. We went on the boat on not Winnipesaukee, but Sunapee or something, and there was a band who were going to be entertaining us from Tilton. I think they were from the guys from Tilton, and they were singing "Our God is an Awesome God," and then they cranked it to "Our God is an Awesome God."
All right, bud.
No, I mean, you know what I mean, right?
Yes.
They were. It was a head pounder, head knocker kind of thing. There's so much leeway with music. There's so much, not necessarily leeway, I guess. There's such a range with music that you can go into with songs, and I think that
I have no problem with it being country, with it being anything.
Yeah,
it could be anything.
Yeah,
it could be all strictly old hymns from the 1800s or whatever. I just want talent. I just want talent. That should be the only requirement. You've got to have talent.
Well, when you're limited in your talent, resources are
rough not to.
I know. I guess. Well, that's.
But then there's the wackos who say, "Oh, you can't do that. We're singing to God, and He doesn't care." It's like you read the Old Testament. Who did they pick to play in the temple? Those who had talent. Those who had skill.
Yeah.
Who built the temple? They picked those who had talent and skill. They didn't just pick anybody who wanted to.
Noise. That's the name of the movie.
Noise?
Noise.
I think I might have seen the previews.
Joyful Noise.
Joyful Noise. Yes.
Joyful Noise. And which leads me... I segued into that that reminded me because of what you just said about their talent. Just making a noise isn't talent. Or isn't, I don't know.
Just because you can sing doesn't mean you should.
Yes. But we can't be critical. I mean, people try to, sometimes they try, but
critical.
then again, there are politics.
Critical.
Okay. But then there are politics.
Of course there's politics. That's why we have to listen to people who don't have any talent. I don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah, right. Put a helmet on! No. Have you ever seen the Apostles of Humor? Apostles of Comedy? It's It's a DVD. It's four guys.
Yeah, I know that line, the helmet line.
Yeah. Yeah. Brad Stein, he's the one who did that. Yeah, I know. I bought the DVD. I brought it home to let Nancy and Raleigh watch it. but they haven't. I'm trying to get them to... Oh.
What happened?
Oh.
What happened?
The Christmas tree's gone and everything's changed.
Well, they reorganized on
They
you, huh?
reorganized. Oh no. Now we have all our Christmas stuff. Oh, I finally got the Star Trek the movie. Our Star Trek
Did we talk
DVD
about
collection?
that last time?
Well, I don't know. I was looking for it, and Nancy said something about that's the only one we didn't have. I got 3 Abbott and Costello ones. It's more, it's their skits, but it's also them before and after a show that they did. That Brad Stein, he was in the movie we just saw. It was another Christmas movie. It was a good movie. That's a good movie too, if you're interested in checking it out. But this guy right here, I'll know his name in a minute. Jeff Allen. Yeah, Jeff Allen. He's pretty good. Put a helmet on. Yeah. That's the.
So how do you solve issues like this?
How do you solve them?
People who want it old, people who want it new, people who want it in between, and people who don't have any talent.
All comes down to that, doesn't it?
You put them in the back row and make them think that there might.
Well, how do you solve it? I think that a way to solve it.
You can't really.
You can't. I was just gonna say you can't solve it in the way that a problem becomes or a problem is solved. The person that
it's
is
like Coke or Pepsi.
Right. You either like it or you don't. You either want that or you don't want that. And if a person, if it's not offending, but if someone doesn't like it, then you just have to go somewhere else. Or if that's the only thing that's holding you back is the music. If you're getting, I'll put it to a food analogy. Do you like French fries? You love French fries. Love it, love it, love it. But they have humongously amounts of cholesterol and fat in it. But you know you love it. But you can't have it because it's...
Oh, like the music now. I'm allowed to say these things. I'm not there.
Yeah, so what do? Either you put up with you like the French fries, so you eat the French fries and you put up with the cholesterol, or you don't want the cholesterol, you do away with the French fries. Stay away. 9:05. Again. Again? We might come to a close here pretty soon. I don't know. Who do you think's going to win the ball game tomorrow?
Who's playing?
Forget it.
The Yankees and the Red Sox?
Yeah. No, I think it's the Yankees and the Celtics.
At least I didn't mix up the two. Come on.
Well, no, okay. It's Baltimore and prediction here. Baltimore and Patriots playing at 3 o'clock. Playing in Foxborough.
Patriots.
6:30. San Francisco against New York Giants in San Francisco.
They have no idea. Giants. I'll go with Giants for 200. Alex.
All right. Well, we don't know yet. We'll have to revisit this in 2 weeks. During the intermission between the game this week and the Super Bowl, which will be that's right.
When is the Super Bowl?
It's February 5th. February 5th.
There's like 2 weeks.
Well, yeah. Whoever wins both winners of these 2 games play in the Super Bowl.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. And but there's a week off in between.
5 after.
I know. There's a week off in between. And so when we come back again, we'll know who won what. And then we'll have our Super Bowl prediction All right, well.
Say goodnight, buddy.
Let's say goodnight.
They all know me, Dad. That was my name. chatswithbud@gmail.com. This is Chats with Bud.
And with that, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
See you next week, folks.
Bye.